Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Hi, it's Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey from Angeles City, Philippines. Hey, look, today we're going to tell you why you need to at least come and look and consider Angeles City as a place to live and a place to retire. And I think you're going to want to hear it. So, let me get this out of the way very quickly for all of our subscribers. We really appreciate your support and continued support. We welcome all the comments. Finally, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Click that button below, subscribe, but more importantly, click that thumbs up. It really makes a difference in the YouTube algorithm. We'd appreciate it. Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about it for a minute. First, we're going to cover the three very most important things. Then we're going to give you all of the happiness factors. And then we're going to hope you come by and visit and look us up when you're here. Why Angeles City should be your choice, at least to look at. First off, healthcare. There are three major hospitals, good major hospitals here in Angeles City. In addition to that, there is a plethora of both specialty and subspecialty physicians here in town. Number two, we have an international airport 15 minutes away. Even in rush hour traffic, you can get there in 15 minutes. I can get there in 5 minutes, in rush hour traffic from where we live in Malabañas. Okay? And an international airport is nice because when you spend 17 hours to 24 hours getting back here, hey, your bed's only 15 minutes away, and that's really nice. Not only that, if you've ever been through the Manila airport, it's an absolute cluster. If you can avoid it, do so at all means. You can clear immigrations, exit visas, everything you need right here. All right? So, the third reason, high-speed internet, readily available, economically priced, and citywide. And if you're not a Filipino speaker, if you don't speak Tagalog, the local stations are very limited into what you can get. I have no problem getting what I need on the local stations, and I have no problem streaming any service that I want to stream. Simple as can be said. So let's talk about the happiness factor. We talk about these three things. Those three things make or break you wherever you are. So the next thing that's most important is accommodations. Okay, you have and can find easily accommodations here for purchase, for rent, or purchase or rent. Those are your only options unless you're married to a Filipino. Okay? Purchase or rent. And then you have tons of options from private rentals, corporate rentals, resort rentals, Airbnb, and they're just continue to build them. There's plenty of rental space available. Philippines is a little difficult sometimes. It's not going to matter where you go. The Philippines is difficult. You have to research a little bit to find what you want. But when I say that is that it's not like having a multiple listing service here. Okay? Airbnbs tend to be a little bit overpriced, personally, from what I've seen, but it is what it is. Okay? But you can go anywhere from $1,000 a month to $5,000 a month rentals. You can purchase. Okay? There are tons of condos here. More condos being built. You can purchase. Let's move on. Accommodations. Affordability. It's there. Activities. You can hike 2 different volcanoes. Day trips right out of Angeles City. There are numerous hiking clubs on Facebook where groups of expats, and we're going to get to expats here in just a minute, meet weekly or bi-monthly to go hiking. You are just tons of hiking, sport courts, basketball, badminton, other activities besides those, multiple gyms with trainers. I mean, it's limitless routine activities, non-bar activities. And we're going to get to the bars also in a few minutes. Okay? But let's talk about expats. Expats. There is no greater concentration, good or bad, because we all know there are good expats and bad expats, but there is no greater concentrations of expats than that in Angeles City. And there's a reason for it. All right? And we're not going to go into it. Doesn't matter. But the expat population is huge. Why that's important is because you need to be able to have friends that speak English, read the news, and are able to carry on a conversation with you on multiple levels and multiple topics. This is important. You cannot let your mind stagnate here. You simply cannot do that. And when I say here, I mean in the Philippines. You're a 45-minute drive to Subic Bay. Go up further north and you get to see beautiful beaches, just like you would in Leyte. Okay? All of that is easy to be found. But that expat population, that's really nice. Shopping. We have an S&R, which is similar to a Costco. Not quite the same, but the same concept is really the best. There's a Landers that's supposed to open up in February. I don't think they'll get open before March, but we'll see. Again, another similar to concept of Costco. They carry a lot of Western branded, European and American branded products and foods. You have subspecialty food store selections. You know, there's a Barretto's right up the street from where we live, and they stock a ton of European and American branded foods. If you're Asian, there's a ton of Asian stores as well. You can go to one of 3 different malls. Okay? And you can shop in grocery stores that are fully stocked, Filipino food, and usually well stocked with American branded essentials and basics. Okay? Are you going to be able to get your exact need? Probably not. Will you get something very similar to it from the U.S.? Absolutely. We have there's a ton of little subspecialty shops as well. Speaking of which, there's a place called healthy options in SM Mall. Tons of high quality American branded and European branded canned goods, pastas, things like that. Excellent stuff. Access to those things. That's kind of important. It's difficult for most foreigners to flip totally into a Filipino diet. My diet is only about 20% Filipino. Okay? We live a very Western lifestyle, my wife and I. So, shopping, clothes, shoes, we have Nike store, we have this and that. Then we have other malls that specialize in knockoffs. You want a $120 pair of Nikes? Not a problem. We've got them. You want a $25 pair of knockoff lookalikes? No problem. We've got them. Okay? It is what it is. We have a good public transportation system. And when I say public transportation system, don't put high expectations on it. We have jeepneys, which I despise, I hate, I don't fit, I hit my head every time. I'm 6 foot tall. It's a squeeze. Okay? Trikes, the trikes in Angeles City, like many other cities, trikes come in different sizes. Here, the trikes are very small. Scooters, you can rent them, you can buy them. Cars, you can rent them, you can buy them. Whether that makes financial sense for you, it doesn't matter. We have a SUV that we use to travel and trips to Manila. And then we have a little e-scooter that we use to run around to the local markets and, vegetables, fruits, things like that. All right, local restaurants. Oh, restaurants. You know what? You can move to a lot of different places, but you're going to be hard pressed once you get outside, excuse me, once you get outside of Manila, and when I say Manila, I'm talking about the NCR, all right? Quezon City, BGC, Makati. Once you get out of the NCR, the National Capital Region, you're going to be hard pressed to find as many different great ethnic recipes. We have a Lebanese restaurant down the street. We have a Vietnamese restaurant down the street. We have, actually we have more of it, but Lebanese, Vietnamese, Mexican food, American food, smash and grab, burgers and fries and things like that. British food, German food. I mean, we have restaurants that specialize in those foods. They're good. You're going to find great food, good food, and average food, just like you would anywhere else. But you're going to find a lot more of it here and a lot more spoused around. Korean food, Chinese food, all kinds, and different variations of it. Thai food, the list goes on. Right? So you've got all of this and more. So much more. Finally, you've got the bars. And if you're a bar person, well, that's what Angeles City became famous for years ago. Still has a huge bar scene, huge amount of dance clubs, Mega Dance, Hammer. There's I don't know, a couple more. I don't remember the names of them because we don't generally go to them. There's country western bars. There's old 70s retro old music bars, and then there's the girly bars. What can I say? They're all over the place. They're not just restricted to Walking Street, that's for sure. All of that being said, you owe it to yourself to at least come look at Angeles City. You're going to be hard pressed to find all of that. And so you need to take a look at what there is and then go look at some other places and then figure out, I can live without this, but really I do need this. You know, do this the right way. Spend a little bit of time and do it the right way. It's absolutely in your best interest. I promise you. I mean, after all, you're talking about people that, we've maintained a residence for years we had in Manila. We have a residence we maintain in the province. We have a residence that we maintain here in Angeles City. We're not, we're telling you things because we've experienced them. We know. And we lived in the United States, obviously. So, with all of that being said, I hope you found this informative. I hope it gives you some ideas. I'm happy, would love to answer any of your questions that I can. We love the comments. Please do subscribe and please do hit that thumbs up. It's really, really meaningful to us. Also, it's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, and we wish you a happy New Year. Thanks. Bye.